Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Trey Ball Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan, joined by my two co-hosts, Jamari and RJ. Y'all say what's up to the people, man.
What's going on?
Yo.
On our second episode now. First episode was a pretty successful one, I would say. Pretty smooth for our first time. But I say we just go ahead and jump right into this stuff. First things first, RJ, you can go ahead and start us off with this. Yes, you got your Celtics jersey or hoodie on, I should say. You want to talk about Jaylen Brown right quick? 50 piece McNugget.
50 ball. We needed every last bucket.
Y'all did.
We shouldn't be playing that close with the Magic.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I mean, we're missing a lot.
Yeah.
I can't get mad.
It was a good game. And the one thing I will say about that, I want to keep it brief with talking about him, but the one thing I will say is with Jaylen Brown can have a night like this all the time, but the problem is the one problem I do have with Jaylen Brown is when he's not hitting, he's still putting up those shots though.
But I think that I appreciate that. I'd rather him be
that's confidence though.
Yeah. But I mean, also he's not able to put up shots like this all the time with Jason Tatum there. And that's okay. But I mean, if Jason Tatum has 30, JB's not getting shots like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I will say good win overall. Pretty good win, even though it was a close one. Good win for the Celtics. It was good to watch. And 50 piece of Jaylen Brown. Dennis Schroeder had a few buckets in that overtime. That was clutch.
Yeah,
Al
21,
Horford had something like that. Now Horford had a few good buckets, some defensive stuff. So yeah, overall good win. But moving on from that. Let's go ahead and talk about DeMar DeRozan, man. DeMar DeRozan.
Jamar, what do you think?
What do you think about him? Because
DeMar DeRozan is that guy. He's always been that guy. To me, it's just his playoff performances. That's always I can't compare him to some of the best players once we get into playoffs. But regular season, even this season, DeMar. Top 10 player in my eyes.
This season,
you have him top 10?
I have him top 10. After what we talked about yesterday.
For this season,
yeah,
I think he's like having the fifth best season. Like he should be like fifth in MVP.
The fifth best season?
I feel like he should be fifth in MVP voting right now.
So who do you have above him?
The only four I have above him is Giannis, Jokic, Steph, and KD.
Man, can I
for MVP voting, I should say.
You don't have LeBron ahead of him? You don't have LeBron ahead of him?
No, the Lakers are
I say this, bro. Do you know what Curry's shooting splits are this year?
40, 45.
Close to 50, 49.
Yeah, almost 50, 40, 90.
43%. And he's shooting 40 from the 3-point. I have DeMar over him for MVP.
But for MVP.
For MVP.
But Steph, last year, Steph was way better than he was this year. He just has a way better team around him now.
But the Warriors are the best team in the league.
Yeah.
So, and DeMar is he's killing it. I'm not saying Curry is ass, he's not. But I'm saying
So what would your ranking be? Like, what would your ranking be?
I would rank him. We could literally do. I'm still doing Jokic.
You have Jokic number 1?
Yeah, Giannis, DeMar, LeBron. And then we could put Curry at 5.
I didn't hear KD.
Curry at 5.
I didn't hear KD.
And you didn't have KD.
Only because who are we gonna take out? Because if we're taking somebody else,
I just asked him if he didn't have LeBron because
I'm thinking about teams to set series too. And that's why, because the thing about the MVP award is y'all know how it's a lot of it's narratives. And a lot of people on the timeline, when DeMar DeRozan got signed, what were they saying?
They were saying we're signing. They were saying
overpaid. L signing.
I did see a lot of L signing.
And now he's had crazy performances. He dropped 38 points back to back. It was against the Lakers and Clippers back to back. It was not back to back nights, but the back-to-back games, 38 points against the Lakers and Clippers in LA in his hometown. That's crazy.
And now we got back-to-back game winners.
3-point game winners.
another thing I could say, why I could see why y'all want to have DeRozan over Curry, is because why are the Bulls playing games like that around the Pacers? Why do you have to hit a game winner to beat the Pacers, bro?
NBA team's an NBA team.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. And Jamar,
Anybody can win on any given night.
Off camera yesterday, you said the Pacers can be good. So what?
Yeah, but they're not good this year. Everyone's saying the Pacers are doo-doo. But if DeMar has to be an MVP, like I'm saying, in this point of view, I'm agreeing with y'all. And he's not over Curry. He should not be having to hit game winners over the Pacers.
So what's your point?
Any
he's
NBA
hitting the
team?
game winner.
Any NBA team can win on any given night, though. So that's
yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it. You know, Kings beat the Heat.
The Kings did beat the Heat tonight.
But if he's the MVP, people are saying
this is his best season. I don't think he'll win the MVP, but this is his best season in every category.
Yeah, I do think this is his best season.
He's not going to win.
Which is crazy to me because, when he was in Toronto, he considered what, top two, sometimes top two shooting guard in the league.
You would say top two?
I was saying that. I was saying
top two is crazy.
I was saying some people were saying he was like top two, top three shooting guard.
Well, what would you have him back in Toronto? So how long was he in Toronto? When did he leave Toronto? Let
me think of the certain year. It just depends.
2017-18 was his last year.
Another thing that Jamari said about the playoff performances, that is a problem because I feel like he goes like on a little bit more under the radar with his bad playoff performances too.
Yeah. At least I'm saying if you had to rank when he was back in Toronto, you had to rank.
I remember the comparisons too. And are we having him as a shooting guard or a small forward?
2016,
he's
played
small forward, but I'll say
this season he's been small forward, bro.
All right, so in Toronto,
he's a guard.
It was always when he was a shooting guard, Jimmy was a shooting guard, Clay was a shooting guard, Harden was a shooting guard.
Yeah.
So honestly, maybe that's 2016.
He was never better than any of them until now.
Yeah.
2016-17.
It was that when he was averaging like 27, 28 points.
Yeah. And that's when the Raptors were. They were number one seed that season. I believe.
He was on one. If we're talking about that season, I'm having him. Oh my God. I'm having him above Jimmy, and I'm having him above Clay. Because Jimmy that year,
I don't know about above
I'm
Clay.
having him above Clay. Because like y'all said yesterday, Clay's a system player.
He is.
No,
I didn't say that. Ethan said
I said that.
He's
a
system player. He's a system player, But DeMar was on one, bro. It was him. It was close between him and Harden.
So you would have rather had him on your team than Clay?
No.
I'm saying. If I need I would like to have Clay, but I want a bucket getter as well, and I'd rather have DeMar. But
how many points y'all think
overall team? I'll have Clay.
How many points y'all think Clay would average without Steph in his prime? Like no injury. How many points?
I don't think it's.
We talked about this yesterday. If he was a whole nother system, I'm saying, I
think he's a system player, bro.
I can't imagine. I really can't imagine him creating his own shot.
I can't imagine him ever getting above.
But he's shooting the ball more though.
So are we going to compare him to Chris Middleton? Are we going to put him in that role?
I couldn't imagine.
No, you can't because
I couldn't imagine Clay getting above because his best season averaged 22. I couldn't him seeing get above 24.
But he's getting more shots though if he's on another team.
Imagine how many threes he's taking.
What team is he going to go to?
It depends on what team. It depends.
Like I don't see him going to any.
Bro, we gotta stay focused on DeMar. We gotta stay focused.
I'm just saying to end this all, or not the whole thing, but to end this Clay thing. What team? What do you put around Clay? Like, because Giannis said you put around shooters.
You don't put around Clay. You Clay's a player that you put around other players.
I agree.
But you said if we're putting a team around Clay,
what would you put defense?
I would like to have Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky. Yeah, you need passes.
Ricky, Clay. I'm gonna go with another player that's going to get a bucket, probably Paul George.
But then Paul George would be the first option.
In my opinion, that's a team around Paul George.
Yeah,
not a team around Clay.
All right, then take Paul George. So this is just strictly Clay.
Yeah.
All right, so fine. I'm doing Rubio, Clay. Give me OG. I want a nice power forward. I'll take. Or it can. Do they have to space or no spacing? Like it doesn't matter.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. But we're just trying to say build the best team around Clay that's possible.
Then I don't, because I can't even imagine. Like
that's what I'm saying. He's not a player that's going to be your first option.
I can only imagine Ricky and Clay. That's the only thing I can imagine.
He's just not a first option player, and that's fine.
Yeah.
He's one of the best second options in the league
of all time.
I mean, of all time. There's nothing wrong with that. But
all right, but back to DeMar.
Yeah, back on DeMar. The one thing I need another say, there's two great game winners were both crazy. And people gotta stop hating on him, bro. People was like just in like, even though yes, the play performance have been bad. At the end of the day, the dude just hit 2 game winners, bro. Like why are you hating on that? Like just
yeah.
I think people are mad because he hasn't proven anything yet. Like yes, he's playing better than the regular season, but like
I mean, I be having faith in him every season. Like this past playoffs, I had faith in him. Like I was hoping the Spurs could maybe get out of the play-in. He shot he made like one shot.
He just I feel like he gets in the playoffs and he struggles to be aggressive. Yeah. And that's his game, being aggressive.
The thing is, I don't know.
I get that. I get all of that.
This is a different DeMar, and I feel like this season it could be different for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I'm saying just enjoy it. Like everybody. Enjoy basketball, especially Bulls fan. If you're a Bulls fan, enjoy this while you have it, man.
So how y'all think the Bulls are going to finish the season?
I'm saying
top 4 seed.
Yeah, top 4.
Oh, we know that, but I'm talking about in the playoffs.
Like I'm gonna go with second round exit.
The Bulls. I'm trying to think.
They're going to have to see the Bucks or the Nets. They don't have them either.
Maybe not. If they can get the 1 seed, they can get to the hope. They can maybe get to the conference finals. But I don't see them getting past the Bucks. I don't see them getting past the Nets.
Yeah, see.
I don't know about the Heat.
I would love to see them in person.
I would love to see them versus the Heat.
The Bulls and the Heat would be a crazy matchup.
That's a good series, but truthfully, either team winning that, do you see them getting to the finals?
Over a healthy Nets and healthy Bucks.
The Heat or in the Bulls?
Yeah.
Between either of them?
I'm still going. My pick to go from the East is the Bucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm taking a healthy Nets and a healthy Bucks team over any of them.
I feel the only thing about the Bulls is the Bulls built a good team, but that's it. Like it's not like they're building for the future because DeMar's 32 and he's the best player on the team.
Now I will say one thing I do want the Bulls to do, if they can, because Patrick Williams is going to be out for the season. I do think it would maybe be smart to go win now, trade for Jeremy Grant.
Is Jeremy Grant a win now player?
Yes.
If they get Jeremy Grant, do they win now?
I think, and you also got to think all the issues the Nets have with health and all the issues with Kyrie and stuff, only being currently at a part-time player. If that stays like that and they always have health issues, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what it is with the Bucks? But I think they get Jeremy Grant. If they get Jeremy Grant, I'm picking them to come out of the East.
That's crazy. That's
how much faith I have because I'm really high on Jeremy Grant.
If they get Jeremy Grant, they don't get better to me.
But think about it. Yeah, they do because look.
Who are they giving up though?
Patrick Williams.
They don't want to hurt Patrick Williams. Why would they want him? Why would they want
the Pistons would love if Jeremy Grant's probably going to get traded anyway. You're getting the fourth overall pick who has a lot of potential, and you probably have to give up maybe Kobe White too.
Are the Bulls going to trade Kobe White?
Now they lose their depth. They lose
exactly.
Their
depth. Yeah. So
they don't
trade it away.
But they don't lose their depth because they've had one of the best workers in the East playing with Patrick Williams hasn't played all season, and Kobe White just came back.
So
they've still been one of the best teams in the East.
And who have they been playing the most? DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. That's it.
Right. They also have Vucevic, who's been playing better recently. They also would end up having Jeremy Grant at the 4. They have Lonzo. They have Caruso. Io DeSumo is a bucket. They have a lot of pieces. Javonte Green is really good
nowhere near as good. I would assume it was nowhere near as good as Kobe White.
I'm not saying he is, but he's a good wing. He's a good backup wing. He's a good backup wing. Javonte Green's really good too. Javonte Green plays defense.
Javonte Green is a hustler. I don't think he's super great. He used to play for the Celtics. He's cool.
He's a good role player though. But he right now, think about it. He's pretty much starting right now at the 4.
Yeah, I mean,
you put Jeremy Grant there.
I don't know. But that could go for any team, bro. You could put Jeremy Grant on any team, and
you could.
They get better. He's a player that makes teams better, but I don't think he's a player that takes you over the top and makes you.
Because you've seen Jeremy Grant, you've seen him on the Nuggets, and
I was saying when he signed that deal with the Pistons, and they called, everybody was calling it over.
Sign that?
He wanted his money. He wanted his money.
He went there, and now he gets to chuck shots up.
But he proved that he was worth that money. And I knew he was worth that money.
You know who else did that? You talking about Vucevic. Now you see him on the Bulls. He's not as good as he looked on the Magic.
Yeah,
you cannot say that about Jeremy Grant.
He's still the top center in the league.
Is he?
Not all-star anymore, but he's still.
I can name 5 centers better than him.
You could name 5 centers better than before when he was on the Magic too.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, he was top 5 when he was on the Magic.
I think Jared Allen's better than him right now. Jared Allen's not better than him when he played for the Magic.
Yeah.
Was he?
Jared Allen this is his first season that he's really broken out though.
Okay, I didn't ask if it's his first or second or whatever, but I'm just saying he's still.
I get what you're saying, but like, he still has that. He still has that. Talent hasn't gone anywhere, but for Vucevic, but he's taking a back seat to the better players in DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine.
What do you think about Jeremy Grant then? What is Jeremy Grant going to do then? He's going to take a back seat again.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But he's still providing great defense as well at that 4 spot, and he's a player that can, that if necessary.
Do that.
Patrick Williams out for the whole season,
and he's coming back. You said next.
I'm talking
season.
If they're in a no. I'm saying win now. If they want to capitalize now.
Why would they do that?
Patrick,
except for trying to.
DeMar DeRozan isn't getting any younger.
So what you're saying is adding Jeremy Grant makes them a championship team.
I think they would have a way better shot.
In my opinion, adding Jeremy Grant would make them not a championship contender at all.
DeMar isn't averaging 27 points.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying to get Jeremy Grant, you have to give up too much depth.
Yeah.
And now you're
honestly, because I think the Pistons are trading them anyway. I think if they don't have to give up much, if it's just Kobe White and Patrick Williams, now I will say ever since Kobe White came back, he's been playing great. But if I don't know, it's interesting because it depends on what the Bulls want to do. If they want to stay young, then of course you keep Patrick Williams, you keep Kobe White.
But why would you do that? Why would they? The Bulls, like that's what I said. The Bulls built a good team. But that's it. They don't have any direction. They're just a good team right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If they want to try to win a chip, you could do something like that. But if they want to stay younger, but Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan aren't getting any younger. So at that point, I understand some teams, they just want to make the playoffs and be good. But if you're going to be a second round exit, then
why do that? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
All right, but moving on.
Yeah. What's next?
The Blazers.
Oh, man, the Blazers. Who wants to start? Blazers. I feel like RJ, you keep it going, man. Keep it going, man.
You can go ahead, RJ. I'll go last. I'll go last.
The Blazers are a mess.
I'm gonna pull some stuff up on this too.
I'm gonna pull some stuff up too, just so I can back up what I'm saying. And you just go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot going on. COVID hasn't helped anybody. And then all of that combined with Dame basically told them, if y'all don't give me more help, I'm leaving. He basically said that in all season. So with that being said, I don't know how long they can keep him happy. I don't know how long they can keep the fans happy. And I don't know how long they can be bad before people start to say, get Dame out of there. And then you also got to think, what's next? Who do they go get? I don't know.
Yeah. So what you said about Dame, how Dame, we go through this cycle of Dame. we've been going through the past couple seasons. You want to give him help, but nothing changes, bro. Then the only player they got was like Cody Zeller.
Yeah.
They got Ben McLemore. Like,
but who did they go get?
Like that's
Larry
the
Nance.
number one answer.
We don't know.
Everybody,
like,
you say Larry Nance?
That's who they want to get. Larry Nance.
But look at this, bro. I feel like we can't help Dame, bro. He's doing this to himself. He's doing it to himself. Like he wants to be loyal so bad. That's all he preaches about, loyalty, man.
That's
loyalty.
his thing.
But like, bro, get out of it. Like, how are we supposed to back this man up in the future? Yeah. Dame never won anything, but he was so loyal. That's all we can say. He was just so loyal.
Nobody's gonna say that in 10 years.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna care about that. They're gonna care
No
about
one's gonna
win a
care.
championship. And
They're just gonna look and see.
Exactly. No one's gonna care about him. You know. But
I'm not saying nobody's gonna care about him, but no one's gonna care about how loyal he was because.
And I'm saying for the Blazers, I'm saying blow it up, bro. It's either this: you keep Dame and trade everyone else around him, or you just blow the whole team up. And you keep. I'm saying, only player you keep is two players: Nasir Little and Anthony Simons. That's all I'm saying is keep. Everybody else out of there.
So they do that. Who do they get? Everybody's saying Ben Simmons. Everybody's saying Ben Simmons, but the Sixers don't want CJ McCollum. They don't.
Yeah, no one. I mean, trade him somewhere else.
Where? Give me somewhere you think he could be.
You talking about CJ?
CJ or Dame. If they're
CJ or Dame. All right. So if we're just starting this whole thing over, I'm saying, like it was the rumors at the beginning of the season, CJ to Philly, and Ben is over there in Portland. And for Dame,
but does that make the Blazers better? Do you think if they get Ben Simmons?
I mean, we're starting over. If we're starting over, you get Ben Simmons a fresh new start, and the Blazers get a fresh new start as a whole team in a whole organization. And then for Dame, you're getting some good picks and players around Ben Simmons. So I'm saying, I'm probably trade him. What teams need somebody? What teams need a point guard?
That's what I'm saying. Where do you trade him to?
Dame can go anywhere.
Dame can go anywhere, really. I mean, not money-wise, but as far as like any team would take Dame.
Yeah.
But he's not going to want to go to a small market.
Yeah.
It's not like you say. It's not like you can say, "Oh, we're going to trade him to Indiana. We're going to trade him
to New York."
I mean, New York is. I've heard New York, but like, okay, him and Julius Randle, is that?
If he got traded to Indiana, I like that. I'm bringing in. I feel like Blazers.
Indiana's already said they want to blow it up. They said they want to blow it up.
But the thing is, Indiana.
I did see. Yeah, Indiana did say they wanted to blow it up. They did. They talked about trading, either Karras, Sabonis, and Miles.
Talking about trading one or the other, Miles Turner or Sabonis, and trading Karras LeVert.
Give me, y'all can have Dame. I want Sabonis and I want Turner too. I want both of them.
They're not giving both of them.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that because then
and
even if they do get Dame, they're not.
If Dame's getting traded, they're sending him they're going to try to send him to a contender. The Blazers aren't a contender.
I'm trying to see where he could go.
And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's no real fit for Dame. I see New York maybe, but I mean. Anywhere you put him, it's like either he's in the same situation he is right now, or he's gonna be with somebody that's gonna stunt what he does as a player. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you trade him where he's Dame? You know, doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, and I don't. Maybe it's some teams that I'm forgetting, but I don't see anything.
That's what I'm saying. So I think the best option would be. Trade CJ.
Yeah, trade CJ but now we can't trade CJ to the 76ers.
I'm more mad. I'm starting to get more frustrated with Damian Lillard more than anybody in this situation. The Blazers are a complete mess. They're let me just look at it. They are the 13th seed right now. The thing is, the past few seasons, they've been a competent team for the past 5 years, or how many long it's been. They've been a competent team, playoff team.
They have the longest playoff streak in the league.
Yeah. Now they're not making the playoffs this season. I'm saying that now. It's early. I don't care. They're not making the playoffs. They're not making the play in this season. I'm gonna go ahead and say that now. And
That's wild.
Damon
That's
Lillard, they're not making the play in.
You don't think they'll make it, Jamar?
They're the
I
13th
think
seed
they'll
right now.
make it to the play.
The Thunder are better than them.
That's not. They'll make it to the play in if the Thunder.
Record wise, right now the Thunder have a better record than them.
Bro.
And
the Thunder lost how many points? Like 70 points to the Grizzlies. I don't think that Thunder team is better than the Blazers, bro.
I'm saying record wise.
I'm
saying record wise they are.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Ethan, but I think I'm with Jamar. I think that the Blazers are a better team than them.
The Blazers, they play. They when you watch them play, they look like they just sad. They just look depressed. It's all the fans look depressed, bro. It's not a good look. They have problems with. Who was it? The president or was it GM? One of them they had to fire because of the stuff that was going on. They had to. Dame's asking. He asked for a 2-year, $102 million extension. So he wants Portland. He wants Portland to get him help and to get players. Already in a small market, you're taking up a third of the cap space already.
But like, what do you put around him? CJ is not going to get it done.
I know it's not, and that's what I'm saying. He needs to get out of there. No, and honestly, if he wants, what I think they should do, I think the Blazers should do it even if he doesn't request a trade. I think they should do it. I think they should just they need to put their foot down and say, all right, we're tired of this. It's time to just reset this and go in a new direction.
Elsewhere.
Even if Dame wants to stay, I think they need to trade him. Don't give him the extension.
Where though?
I don't know. So I don't care. It's somewhere. I mean, Philly's the correct option.
Yeah,
Philly's the correct option. Dame for Ben Simmons is the correct option. As much as they say it's not going to happen. That's the best you're going to get for Dame. Yeah. In both the situations, in the Ben Simmons situation and the Dame Lillard situation, that is the best you're going to get out of him. And you can get some other pieces maybe from other teams.
So say he goes to Philly. Say he goes to Philly. What do you think they get back? Maxey,
Simmons, Thibault, picks. That's enough.
That's enough to you?
If the Blazers need a hard reset.
I think they would want to get Korkmaz, or I think they would want to get. I don't think they can get Seth Curry.
But at the end of the day, I think they have to. They're gonna. I feel like even if they do trade him without him even wanting to be traded, I think they're going to trade. Dame's done so much for them. They're not going to trade him to a team that's not good. Yeah. So, like other teams have better assets to give, but they're not going to trade him to him. I don't think they would. They're already bad enough franchise as it is. People already don't be there as it is. If they would trade Dame to a terrible team, that makes them look 10 times worse.
Yeah. No,
they have new management now. The new management just put the foot down and say it's time to take this somewhere else. All right. So fellas, next topic we're talking about this KPJ, Christian Wood, coaching staff of the Rockets, all this situation. So basically I'm gonna give y'all and the viewers a rundown right quick. So basically the other night, as I'm sure everybody was seeing on social media, Kevin Porter Jr. at halftime just left the arena. He just left. And this isn't as known, but Christian Wood, arguably the team's best player, refused to check into the game in the second half. And so basically some backstory to this, Christian Wood didn't start that game. He only played 8 minutes the first half, and it was because the Rockets have came out and said that let's see here. Yes, it was he didn't do a required COVID test. And so it was according to them, it was breaking a team rule. And so for that reason, they didn't start him for that game, Christian Wood. And then Kevin Porter Jr., I don't think it was anything like that for him, except for
they said the quad injury, right?
Part of it. Yeah, they also don't think. They've also, the coaching staff has been like just trying to questioning Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr.'s like work ethic and stuff like that. And there was a heated debate between John Lucas, who's the assistant coach of the Rockets, and Christian Wood and Kevin Porter Jr., and that's what led to Kevin Porter Jr. leaving, Christian Wood refusing to check into the game. And so I'll let y'all go first on this, because I feel like what I'm going to say is going to be different depending on what y'all are going to say.
I just think mine is pretty simple. What I got to say is pretty simple. Personally, I just think the Rockets have too old of a coaching staff, right? You got to think their best players are Christian Wood, who's what, 24?
25.
24, 25. Jaylen Green, 19, 18. And then you got Kevin Porter Jr., who's what, 21?
Yeah, and you got Kenyon Martin,
Kenyon Martin Jr. Everybody, all their best players are under 25. No way you should be
not counting John Wall.
And this is we don't got to even get into that. He don't even be playing, bro. So with that being said, there's no way, and this is no offense to John Lucas, great coach. There's no way he should be on the coaching staff like that. I think you need to build a young coaching staff that can grow with the players. Steven Silas is a great coach. I think he's the guy to do it. But I think they need to get some youth in the organization to help these young guys grow.
Yeah. Yeah. How I see this situation is, and I've been seeing this a lot on TikTok, Kevin Porter Jr. needs to grow up. Because remember the Cash situation, how he was being called a diva. But I feel like we don't know what went on. We don't know what was said between them. And Kevin Porter Jr. is one of my favorite young players. Last year, what he did, we thought he was going to perform better this year. I
don't think they're running him a lot of point guard. I don't think
he's not a point guard.
Yeah, and like you said, they're questioning his work ethic. Well, I feel like you shouldn't be questioning it if he was willing to take on the point guard role when he's always been a scorer his whole life. Now he's trying to pass the ball more. So don't question that. And as a coach, you gotta give these guys time together as like a whole team. And I feel like you shouldn't be calling out one certain people, like that's kind of embarrassing. Like, how would you feel if one of your coaches, the whole team was around and they just pointed you out specifically, like, yeah, you need to do this. Like, I would look at me embarrassed.
But as a pro, and I agree with you, but I'm saying I'm just playing devil's advocate. Yeah. If as a pro, that's his job. If you get called out,
that's what I'm about to get into.
You have to take responsibility.
Yeah, and what I was gonna say, even with that, you're a basketball player. You're getting paid bands to do this, but I feel like in the other side to this, just listen to him, man. Like, that's your coach. And Christian Wood, getting to him, you got to do better, man. Like, you got to be a leader. You got to just do the stuff for the COVID.
Y'all think Christian Wood is the best player on that team?
Right now, yeah, but I feel like I give it 1 to 2 seasons. You let Kevin Porter Jr. develop as a better playmaker, and Jaylen Green as a better, NBA player, get more to the feel of it. And I say Jaylen Green might be Jaylen Green's or Kevin Porter's team, depending on, because Kevin Porter can score.
After what just happened, and I don't know, I don't necessarily believe these rumors, but there's rumors that these players are going to end up getting traded. I don't know if I believe these rumors.
They're not trading.
I don't think they should trade.
They would trade Christian Wood because I think he's the oldest of all of them.
Yeah, like
I think they would trade Christian Wood.
That might need.
Wood is only 26, so he's about to enter his prime.
But he's the oldest of them all.
So I partly agree with y'all. Like with the way you said, RJ, like the coaching staff. I do agree there needs to be some young guys and to help these people need to grow with the organization and the players. But even though we don't necessarily know all the details, we're fans at the end of the day. I mean, from what it looks like, it does look like both of these players are having worse seasons than the year before. Let me just pull up the stats right quick. Christian Wood last season, 21. He averaged 21 points this season, 16, or I'll round up 17.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged He's averaging the same rebounds. His shooting splits are way worse. He's shooting not way worse, but he's shooting worse from the free throw line. Field goal percentage is from 52 down to 47. 3-point percentage is down from 37 to 34. And it's the same thing with Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, Kevin Porter
Jr. was averaging almost 17 last season, now 13. He is shooting 32% from three and 36% from the field.
That's horrible.
So who do you think this is on?
Look, all right.
Now, one thing I will say about Kevin Porter Jr. though, they are having a play point guard. He's not a point guard. I do agree with that. But at the end of the day, this is your coaching staff. This is your coaches. You need to, if there's issues like this that are happening, they're you're supposed to be listening to these players. They're supposed to give you guidance, help you grow as a player. Now, are they doing everything the right way? I'm sure not. But if there's heated exchanges going on because you're getting busted in the second quarter, I think they allow like 47 points in the second quarter alone.
Yeah.
That there's going to be a heated conversation about that.
They were down 75 to 55.
Yeah,
in the second quarter.
And they allowed 47 in the second quarter alone. So to a Nuggets team who is heavily depleted, the Nuggets team isn't even that good. And this is also a team that when Jaylen Green was out, they went on a 7-game win streak.
Yeah, man. Can I get into that right before you go? Like, you remember you said whose fault is that? And I said you bring in Jaylen Green, a rookie. He's trying to get buckets, bro. And that team, I've watched. It's a lot of ISO ball on that team.
It is. And that's part of a young team. But
they're not playing team basketball, man. And I'm saying, like, give it a couple of years, let them get better, figure each other out. Like you said, a new.
What's the solution? Because ISO ball doesn't work at any age.
They forget that. Let Kevin Porter Jr. develop as a playmaker, and then instead of him trying to score some buckets, let Jaylen Green be that guy.
Yeah.
And I think they need to get a guard that doesn't care about scoring.
Yeah, man.
At all.
And that win streak,
facilitate these young guys.
Luke, who was helping that win streak, it was guys like it was veteran guys like DJ Augustine,
Eric Gordon.
Yeah, Eric Gordon. They got this other rookie. I forgot his name, but he's like, his name isn't. He's got to be from like overseas or something, but he's good.
You're talking about Alperen Sengun.
Sengun, yeah.
Yeah, and they got this other shooter. Like, he's a good shooter. I think they got
good talent. They do have stuff figured out with their front office. And they just, I don't know, man. Like the coaching staff thing, and no, Christian Wood, he does have to be better. He's supposed to be the leader of that team. I mean, he's almost 27 now. He's a lot older than a lot of the guys on that roster. He's supposed to be one of the leaders of that team. Just breaking team rules, not taking these clubs, especially not to mention all the protocols and everything that's happened. Like, come on, man, you can't be doing that. And just to refuse to sub into the game and to leave the arena is wild to me. It's wild.
Can we decide if they were to trade? What are some trade packages that you could see for KPJ and Christian Wood? Because I have one in my head, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
You talking about them together or them in separate packages? So for both of them, I don't think the Rockets want to get any older. So I think I know what Jamar is going to try to say. I think he's going to say Tyler Hero.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking about the Nuggets because the Nuggets be finding some of these tough players that are low key. Like, have you watched
Christian Wood at the 4?
Island?
Yeah, Bones is nice. Bones is nice.
And look, so I'm saying this. I'm not gonna say for who yet, but imagine this: Jamal Murray, KPJ, Michael Porter Jr., Christian Wood, and Jokic.
I don't like
that's
that.
The squad.
I don't like that.
I like it.
You don't think that's nice?
I low key. At first, I questioned it, but Christian Wood, I low key like that. Him at the 4 next to Jokic.
Yeah, I want him at the 4.
He's a player he can play big and also shoot. But Kevin Porter Jr., I do not want in that starting lineup. There's already too much scoring.
All right. If you take,
I'd rather have KPJ come off the bench and let Michael Porter Jr. play.
And Michael Porter Jr. I was saying that was a terrible contract extension, just purely on health, because we all know he can't stay healthy. He's had back problems. Sure enough, into the season, back issues out for the season. And not to mention, I don't think his talent-wise he was good enough to get that much money either.
Bro. Well,
you gotta stop. I definitely think
cut that out.
I'm
like,
serious.
If we're going
not
off pure
starting
talent,
anyway,
I think he's
if we're not
a
starting
top 25
KPJ,
player.
Yeah.
If we're just going
His
off pure talent.
Last season was crazy, bro.
Hang on.
I'm not talking about results either. I'm talking about talent.
No. I'm not to look at how
He's
much.
very efficient. His efficiency is crazy, bro.
He has everything it takes. He just doesn't get the shots, and then also he's young still.
Yeah, bro. He's tough.
But back to what you said about the Rockets. So I don't know who the Rockets will get. I don't know. I mean,
I like the Nuggets, bro. Because if I'm the Nuggets.
But you're thinking about it for the Nuggets. I'm talking about for the Rockets. Who do the Rockets get back?
They don't want to get any older, right?
Yeah. So who do they get back?
Start over with Bobo. You get Bones Highland.
That's a good package.
And you get, I'm saying probably Facu and a pick.
Facu don't care about nothing about passing and hustling on defense.
But you said get Jaylen Green, a point guard.
I like that package.
Yeah, that was a good package.
With MPJ, let me get back on MPJ. Y'all think MPJ was worth a 5-year, $270 million extension?
I mean, based off the potential.
I don't think
I don't know. The only reason I'm gonna say no, Ethan, is because they already have 2 max players, and Murray and Jokic.
I don't think MPJ's a third option on a championship team. I don't.
No, not right now.
I don't think he ever.
He will be. He could be.
Maybe. But third. I could see being at most a third option on a championship team, but you don't pay a third option on a championship team $207 million. That's what I'm saying. And somebody that can't stay healthy.
They probably did that because Jamal tore his ACL, and you have a backup plan.
He's not a backup plan because his back's he's really going to come back.
I don't think they thought his back was where it is right now. I don't think they thought it was this bad.
But he's young.
How could they have not known though? Because it's been issues for how many years was it that he was having back issues? You knew it was going to still be
a lot, but he had been in the league 3 years. Yeah, no, he hadn't. I don't think it had really bothered him as much as
great last year, bro. He's young. He's making millions.
He's
good.
22.
Yeah, he's going to find a great physical therapist. He has a great team around him, I'm sure. He's good.
That lineup in general, the pairing of those 3 players, I never really liked anyway.
Yeah.
Because all scoring, besides Jokic, but Jokic is one of the best players, but the 2 and 3 options, all scoring, no defense.
MPJ
not a lot of playmaking.
They can play some defense. I've seen it. He's
average.
He can play defense, but he rarely.
If he uses his skill set, he could become a good defender, a great defender.
Could.
If you look at their playoff runs, he's playing good defense.
Yeah, he's playing.
But then if you look at his defensive stats, it's almost like
he didn't do anything in the
playoffs. It's like he almost didn't do anything. So,
and he's young.
Defensive consistency, really.
And a lot of young players don't really like playing defense. I see it a lot. A lot of young players, when they come into the league, they only care about getting buckets, bro. That's because they want to prove that they belong.
That's all he does.
But
he doesn't really bring a lot of other impacts to the game.
I mean, if he starts to realize, all right, everyone know I can get buckets. Now let me show you what I can do on a defensive end. I'm saying give him a chance. And you got to give him a chance at least to prove himself when he comes back. If they don't, then
the back injuries, man.
That's the Nuggets. That's the Nuggets' fault.
Give him back on the Rockets. All right, I'm gonna ask each y'all 2 questions. Like y'all answer.
All right.
How long or what do y'all think the solution is to like their recent problems? I mean, obviously they can't really trade John Wall. So I mean, with the contract he has, so they just got to wait till his contract is over, right? But what do y'all think the solution is to this? And then how long until the Rockets are good again?
Well, one, let me just say this. I think they need to let John Wall play. That's one thing. I think they need to let him because he came out and said he wants to play. Even though they'll maybe contribute to some more wins. As obviously they need some of that veteran leadership. Obviously.
Yeah, man. Why is DJ Augustine playing and John Wall is not? It's not
DJ Augustine is not no scrub. But that's some leadership, but like having a previously one of the top point guards in the NBA, all-star for multiple seasons, coming in and just helping your team out, being a leader, that contributes too. It's not always just about tanking. It's about growing these other players, having have these players having other players to mentor them and stuff like that. But to answer your questions now, these recent situations, I do think part of it is KPJ and Christian Wood need to just look at themselves to be like, all right, we need to be better. We need to do better. They're supposed to be two of the top guys on the team. They need to, even they're both still young, they need to look to be better. And then I do think the coaching staff shouldn't be as hard on them as they probably are going, because at the end of the day, these are a young team. This team isn't, even though they went on a 7-game win streak, this team isn't supposed to be.
Yeah, they're not trying to win.
Then they're not trying to win. They're not supposed to be, and you still want to win. As a coach and as a player, you want to win. You go in there and win every time.
You want to win, but I'm sure they know they're not.
They know they're not. They don't have the talent, and they're not going to.
Be realistic.
So it's both sides that need to be better about it, but it's in terms of when you thinking like when they're going to get back to the playoffs is what you're asking?
Yeah, just playoffs.
So,
you want to finish that, or do you want to think about it? And I tell you, and
you can go ahead because
playoffs. I'm going with. I feel like that shouldn't even be in their vision right now. But if can I talk about them drafting a player to get them in there?
Yeah,
I would say keep losing to get Brad out of Duke. Paulo, what's his last name?
Whatever.
Yeah, I say do whatever you're doing right now. Get him, because he is crazy. He's crazy.
What do you have him playing the 5 for them?
No,
so the lineup will be
No, I have
DJ Augustine, Jaylen
Green
Green,
the 3. I would have him playing it. Yes, I'm saying go in the Cavs direction.
Oh, I mean, I can see that.
What thinking about like
you think that's
Sengun and Christian Wood at the 4 and 5?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go.
So you got the lineup. It would be KPJ, Jaylen Green, Banchero, Wood, and Sengun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go.
I think that lineup takes 4 years to really be.
Yeah. Give it time and find some more players in the later drafts.
And then the thing we don't know is, first off, you just said KPJ at the point guard. Does he develop into a point guard? And then also we don't know if these guys have real chemistry. Are they good together?
He could be like if we look back at point guards he's basically a combo guard, but they're trying to get him to be more of a playmaker. I'm saying don't force it, because a lot of these passes, these turnovers, because he's trying to make plays, but bro, just do what you need to do and let it come naturally. Just like some of the other people, like Baron Davis, he's not a real point guard, but he was like,
he let it come naturally.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas was
you can get 5 to 7 assists in the flow of the game.
Tries too hard.
I feel like Kevin Porter Jr. is going out there trying to get assists.
Yeah, man, you don't have that's not what a point guard is, man. Like, just let it happen, bro. And I feel like what he should do is, if he wants to become a better playmaker, I feel like you call Chris Paul up, bro, to help you. One of the greatest minds the game has ever seen. Just call him up, man. And if you can't get in touch with him, learn from John Wall. He's on your team.
Yeah.
You can't learn from John Wall, though, when John Wall's on the team, but he's not on the team.
He's not on the team, yeah.
I mean, but train. Go to the gym, man. Let him show you some stuff.
That's what John Lucas and them was saying, that they don't have the work ethic. Maybe that's really true.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they're going to end up trading Christian Wood here soon. Maybe not this season, but
I would say do it, bro.
Because he only has this season, and then next season he's an expiring contract.
Yeah.
And he's on a solid contract, so a lot of teams will be buying it for that. A lot of teams will be willing to pick him up. I don't know where.
Christian Wood on your team?
I would love Christian Wood on my team, but who knows if this stuff's coming out who knows? Some teams might be not really wanting to risk it because
especially a contender, they don't need to add any.
No, they don't need drama. And then KPJ, I low key think they should trade both the players.
Saying Nuggets, man. Please, I hope this blows up.
Because KPJ,
that was a good trade.
Please, bro.
KPJ, I don't think he's not the guy next to Jalen Green. If they think Jalen Green is going to be that guy, which I don't really know at this point, but I do think he's going to be a great scorer. I could see him being like a maybe Bradley Beal type player.
I'm saying Bradley Beal.
He's more flashy than Bradley Beal.
And
I mean, effectiveness, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like he could be a better version of prime J.R. Smith. A way better version because they both dunk and they both can shoot.
I mean, maybe like Vince Carter, maybe that could be.
I could see Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
So, Vince Carter was. Is his floor and
Vince Carter's ceiling.
All right,
that's fair.
And I mean, he has a lot of potential and stuff, but KBJ, he's not the guy. Unless you're bringing KBJ off the bench as a sixth man when Jim's not in the game. But I don't think KBJ is the guy next to him. He's not a point guard.
Ethan, wrapping this up, give me how many years? How many years do you think it takes?
4.
I think they lose Christian Wood and KBJ sometime in the next year. So it just depends on how they draft. But I'm gonna go a little bit more than that probably. I'm gonna go because 40. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 5 years.
But 5 is fair. And just closing. Houston's the third, or I want to say the third, or it might be the 4th largest city in the U.S. People will go to Houston.
Yeah, it's true.
But it all depends on how the guys develop.
If they have a good young squad, someone's gonna come and
it's always hard to predict where they're gonna be because who knows how these guys are gonna develop. They could develop into superstars. They could develop into nothing, and it depends on how they draft as well and where where they fall in the draft. So it could be, but I feel like 4 to 5, 4 through 6 is is a good estimate.
Yeah. And one last thing I'm saying is if we're saying 4 to 6 years, I feel like they have it because a lot of these top teams, some of their star players are getting old too.
True.
And the new guys will be on the rise. And we're seeing it right in front of us.
We're seeing it right in front of us. Yeah. Kawhi, Paul George, KD, LeBron, Steph.
They're all getting old.
Yeah.
All these guys are old. We're talking mid to late 30s, everybody now. Like all the players we watched growing up, all these players are mid to late 30s, man.
Yeah.
Sad to see.
All right, but moving on. The fun part of the day. The Reddit question of the day.
I like this.
Now, it's controversial. All right. Did Shaquille O'Neal underachieve given his level of talent?
You want to go first, Jamari?
Yeah, go first.
Of course. No, because back then, centers were the thing to have. And Shaq, he won 4 rings. He's like 7'1", like 3. We're going like 370, 380. And he was dominant. And
he was dominant. But everyone's thing with him is he was out of shape, and he could have been way more dominant if he would have just put in the work on his free throws.
I mean, yeah, but how was he? Like 50%?
Something like that.
He's making one. I mean, with the free throw thing, I feel like that's not bad. Like you're making one of your free throws.
If Shaq would have, there's like a percentage. It's like a thing. If he would have made like 75% of his free throws, he'd be the leading scorer by like 1,000 points or something.
Yeah. But like
that's crazy.
I don't mind it because like he did what he needed to do, and like no one could guard, no one's stopping him, bro. But if I were to say the other way, then he could have done.
I can go ahead and throw it the other way because I say he didn't achieve. Well, repeat the question.
I said the question was, did he underachieve?
Yes, he underachieved. And this is why. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to list off his accolades right quick. So he 15-time All-Star, 4-time champion, 14-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defensive, 3-time All-Star Game MVP.
Sounds good to me.
3-time Finals MVP.
He should have been All-Defensive every single year.
Rookie of the Year MVP. All right.
He should have been all defensive
He was
every
only
year,
all
all
defensive
14
three
of those.
times.
That's what I'm saying.
So
All right.
That's just lazy.
What I'm saying is and the reason I'm saying he didn't accomplish, teammates, players, even Shaq himself has came out and said he was lazy. He was lazy. He didn't put in the work like that, and he was still this dominant. So think about it. If I'm not going to say if he had a mentality like Kobe's work ethic, because Kobe's work ethic is crazy.
I mean, that's unheard
but
of.
if he just had a little bit more, like he just had like the average work ethic I feel like he had one of the worst work ethics.
I'm not going to say one of the worst because you're not as good as he was with one of the worst. But if he had a work ethic of other stars in the league, people would like. I know Jamar's gonna like this, but like a Jimmy Butler type, if he had that type of work ethic,
he could have been the GOAT.
He would be the greatest player of all time.
You guys like again like that sounds nice. I'm all with it, because of course if he would have done you can always do more. But like what more can you do?
All defensive.
But if you're not
defense
the number
is effort. If you're 7'1", 350, defense
he could have been
effort.
he could have won a DPOY if he wanted to. He could have been all the time.
Think about this though.
He could have
won. Are we
won.
talking about with scoring though? Because
I'm not talking about scoring. He could score at will.
Yeah, he could score, but like
scoring.
More points, just
scoring. Because free throws is scoring.
All right, free throws are scoring. Okay, so I'll agree with that.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
A little bit more effort.
Hear me out, bro. So I feel like with the things with free throws, his hands were huge and that ball was little. So have you ever shot with a little ball, bro?
No. Don't come in here with that.
It's kind of hard. But look, he probably practiced, but like, I don't know. But I did see something that in the playoffs, his free throws weren't that bad. They weren't that bad sometimes in the playoffs. And another thing is, if you're on a team with Kobe and you're still playing that good, imagine him without Kobe. Before, like after he was on the Magic, imagine if he was on another team without a player like Kobe. He probably could have been averaging way more that we don't know. So
maybe.
Shaq was the number one player on that team. Shaq was the guy on that.
But Kobe was still getting buckets, bro.
I think without
Shaq
Kobe, he averaged less points. Because then they just give him all. Yeah, I think without Kobe, Shaq averages less points.
I'm saying more.
I mean that's your opinion, but I'm saying with Kobe on the court, now you have to diversify.
If he would have averaged,
if it was
points,
Shaq, the thing
without
about
Kobe,
Shaq,
you don't get the 3 chips.
You're not getting the 3. Yeah.
So
okay, that's fair.
So
I mean,
you can go either way. In my opinion, the main thing is he said himself that he was lazy.
I'm not gonna say he way underachieved. Yeah, but he's slightly underachieved to be 7'1", 350.
He could have been the GOAT, and now he's not really. He's considered to be like lower in the top 10, like around the 8 to 10 range.
I'm a huge Ben Wallace fan, right? But there's no way Ben Wallace should have 4 depoys and Shaq doesn't have 1.
Yeah, there's no way.
You know what I'm saying? He's 7'1", 350. You to not win a defensive player of the year, that's effort. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that. Unless y'all have anything else to say about that, we can go ahead
and
get
straight.
This trivia.
All right, Jamar. With the trivia.
Let's get into it.
All right, so I'm gonna remind everybody the format.
Go ahead.
The first question is the hardest. It's worth 6 points. Second is worth 4. The last is the easiest, worth 2 points. If we'll alternate who gets to guess first, and if we both get it, or I guess we can't both get it right, but whoever gets the question right gets the points. All right, let's get it.
All right. So
Ethan, you can go first.
For the hardest one, we're going to do some stat leaders of points. Right now. Do y'all know who is number 5? Who's the 5th player?
The 5th leading scorer in
yes.
In history or right now?
Right now.
Like this season?
Yep.
The 5th leading scorer. Oh my. 5th, like in total points or an average?
Like averaging.
Okay. That's it.
It's not somebody who you would think.
No, because I know this, but I can't. Hang on.
It's not this. It's not this. I'm just trying to throw you off.
I'm trying to think. You said it's not someone we would think.
Yeah, maybe or maybe.
I think I know who it is. I'm gonna go ahead and guess. I think is it Jimmy?
Go ahead, RJ.
Nah, I feel like it's Jimmy, but I guess I have to guess. I mean, you gotta imagine Steph is like one. PG.
No, we talked about him. It was DeMar DeRozan.
I thought he was
five?
higher. I thought he was
I thought
higher.
he was higher.
I thought he was like 3 or 4.
It's Kevin Durant averaging 30. Giannis averaging 28.
I knew Katie. I figured
Curry
Katie, Giannis, and Steph were
28.
top 3.
Trey Young averaging 28
I
and
didn't think of
DeMar
Trae Young.
averaging 27.
I thought because I'm pretty sure Jimmy's averaging like around like 25 something. I figured because I knew it wasn't PG. I knew PG was a little bit lower. I thought yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Next question.
So, next question. We're going to do all-time NBA. And this time, we're doing blocks.
Okay.
Who is – this might throw you off. Who is number 23 in blocks all time?
Like, what the fuck? Like that. This
Can't be that.
This
question,
is the
bro.
second hardest question.
23 all time in blocks. How are we?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You got to give us some type of hint.
I'm
All
saying.
right. So we talked some way about him. And we started talking about the team he was on
This
today
pod?
and yesterday.
Today and yesterday.
Yeah. But again, he is a past player. So do y'all need one more? Y'all need one more hint?
RJ's going first. It's up to you, RJ.
All right.
Oh,
Go ahead,
shit.
RJ.
I forgot I was going first. Damn it. Let me get a slight little hint.
Let's say so yeah, sort of talked about him. We talked about the team he was on. And
Is it Tim Duncan?
Is that your guess?
Yes.
No.
Fuck.
That's the hint.
That was a terrible guess. Okay, go.
I'll let you go again because I didn't get to say the last hint, but it's not Tim Duncan.
Okay, say the last hint.
He was a part of a big part in the NBA with a team that we talked about.
I think I know who it
The
is.
big major thing that happened in NBA.
I've got my guess.
Who is
first,
it?
RJ? RJ's
Go ahead.
first.
Ben Wallace.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Chris Bosh.
No, it was Jermaine O'Neal.
Pacers.
That was good.
O'Neal.
I was thinking about the Malice in the
Dallas
Past,
had
but
the
I just
Palace.
wasn't. Oh man, that was good. That was good. I was thinking.
You said a major event, so I thought like the Big 3 forming was a major event. We talked
No,
about
I was
the Heat.
thinking. I was thinking Malice at the Palace. But I was thinking Ben Wallace.
All right, go ahead and get to that last question.
Yeah. I know you see the time, bro. It's looking bad.
I can't even see it. All right. So for the last one, where is it? Who is number 20 in 3 points made all time?
What are these questions, bro?
God, bro.
The hardest.
You're supposed to do the hardest. You're supposed to do the hardest first.
The hardest already was first. This is the easiest. This is the easiest.
Give me
All
a
right,
hint. I'm going first, by the way. I think I know who it is.
This is
you need
percentage. Is this percentage or
No,
made?
all time made. Do y'all need a hint?
Yeah, give us the hint, but
Yeah,
I'm going
I say
first.
again, we talked about him. We did. We talked about a team he was on, and I say another him
I know it. I know it is.
I think I
was
know
a
who it is, but I'm
big
going
part
first.
of the NBA. All right,
It's Paul George.
go ahead, RJ. This is the easiest.
What was the hint again?
So
It's
we
Paul
talked
George.
about a team. Talking about him and a team he was on, and he was a big something with him major in the NBA. Number 20.
I swear I saw Paul George like a few weeks ago moved up, but I think he might have moved up past 20.
I'm trying to think about a shooter that been in the league for a while.
I ain't gonna lie, these are some crazy questions too.
James
Bro.
Harden.
No, he's like 3.
No, I
Hell,
would.
no, he ain't.
I would.
He's like top. No, not 3, but he's like top 10.
He's in top 10, but it's Kobe Bryant.
That's who. That's who
Yeah.
PG passed.
You were supposed. You were.
That's
you
who
weren't supposed to tell
PG
us.
passed. Are
No,
you gonna
no,
throw?
we-
You gotta throw us
Or
one more question.
I got one.
You gotta
more
ask.
for redemption.
Throw us one more question.
Yeah, you can't.
One
You
more.
can't let us. You can't let us go out with 0 points.
Throw us
All right,
one
so
more question.
one more. All right. And this has to be the easiest, right?
Yeah, but you need to
Yes.
hustle.
All right. Who in the NBA is third in blocks?
So, you got any hints for us, Jamari? You said number 3 in blocks all time, but like,
Yeah. So we could do. I can say this because if I say it's going to be way too easy, he is obviously a center.
of course.
He's played on 2 teams, and
I think I know it.
he's won multiple championships.
I know it.
Hey, I'm.
You go. I know it.
Wait. Played on 2 teams and he's won multiple championships.
Come on, Ethan. Don't sell the bag. You'd hate to have to get off the spot.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ethan, do you know who's 26th in blocks? By the way.
You said it was. You said it was like Clippers player, right?
Yeah.
Is it
Bob
Bob
McAdoo.
It's your
McAdoo?
man, Serge Ibaka.
For real?
Really?
So
Yeah.
is that high?
Yeah, man.
That doesn't count as a real Clippers fan, bro. Like, he's been there for okay.
I mean, but you
Okay, so number 3 in blocks all time. He said he's been on 2 different teams, multiple championships. Center,
Yeah.
center, not a power
Come
forward.
on,
Center.
Ethan.
he's a
The
center.
time's got to be running low. Come on, man.
10 more seconds.
I'm about to say, get it.
Wilt.
Countdown.
Go ahead, RJ.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
No,
Hakeem's number 1. Hakeem's number 1. Okay, wait.
Kareem.
No.
Kareem.
Why do you keep telling us? Now you have to keep going.
I knew it wasn't. I knew because I knew Hakeem's number 1, right, Jamari?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Hakeem's. I knew Hakeem. I knew it wasn't Hakeem.
All right, bro. Next time when we get it wrong, let us keep alternating.
Oh yeah,
bro.
my bad.
I didn't know if it was Wilt
You're
or not
selling
because
us.
I know
But
at
all
one
right,
point they
let's
weren't
keep it on
counting
blocks. Let's keep it on blocks because I like this. The blocks is really cool.
I guess.
Let's do. Who is right above Serge Ibaka? All right, I'm gonna give you hints too.
Your questions are wild.
Give
bro.
us a hint.
Bro, I'm
Give
gonna
us a
give you
hint. That's
hints.
crazy as hell, by the way, but okay.
I'm gonna give you hints. This is easy.
So
This is
the
'cause
25th.
I'm giving you more hints. So
Are they currently playing?
he played in the 70s. Okay, wait. Afro. He had afro.
A lot of
And
players had afros. In the
He played in
70s.
the Eastern Conference.
I know who it is.
All right, then. RJ, do you have any idea who you might think it is?
Fucking-
One more. I'll give you one more. If both y'all get this right, y'all both get a point, right?
No, we can't guess the same person.
Yeah.
Oh, and he played on. I'm not gonna say that. He's one of the greatest players on this team ever.
I know who it is.
Oh my god, am I selling this shit? Who had an afro in the 70s?
Don't
That
sell this,
shit
RJ,
was-
because you're gonna go first. Don't sell this. I'm getting this one right.
Who the fuck? If I don't get this, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Do you think
'cause y'all making
the
fun-
70s is too wild?
No, I know this.
No,
I know
if
this.
Ethan says he knows it.
All right.
Who had an afro in the 70s that was just dominating? Who the fuck was doing that? Fuck.
Go ahead and take your guess. I know it is.
You said in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference was nobody back in like what the
All right.
hold on, don't
Don't give another hint. I
I'm
know
not
who
going.
it is.
No more hints. No more hints. I was gonna give you one more.
well, I'll take another hint.
All right, fine. One more hint, but I know who it
He's
is.
average.
Gonna give the career averages. I'm gonna lose this now.
No, bro. He's averaged about 20 and 12 his whole career.
You said he's the number 25 on the list. He had an afro in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
He averaged 20 and 12 for his
He's
career.
the greatest players on his team, but he's not the great. He's not the great. And he has played.
Artis Gilmore.
Ethan, who are you thinking?
Artis Gilmore.
Ethan, who are you thinking?
He was not thinking Artis Gilmore. Oh my God, he was
Who
not
are you
Artis
thinking,
Gilmore.
Ethan?
It was Artis Gilmore.
Who are you thinking?
Julius
Hell
yeah,
no.
it was Artis.
Get off
Cause-
the spot.
You said because you said
you thought Julius Irving.
Bro,
Well,
that was a
after I
shit
said
guess. That was
20 and
horrible.
12.
That
Julius
was a
Irving.
bad guess.
I wouldn't be surprised if Julius Irving. What is Julius Irving average? I'm looking it up right now.
And Artis
Bro,
played
he
on the
was-
Celtics too.
Well, I mean,
How did you guess that? Because he was
when
Dominant in the
on-
70s.
On God, as soon as you asked, I was gonna say Artis Gilmore, but I was like, that's
24.
stupid. There's no way it's
Yeah,
Artis Gilmore.
Okay. Julius Irving averaged 24 and 9. 3 more
Yeah.
boards, 4 less points. That's not too crazy.
How many blocks did he average, Ethan? Half a block? Like what the hell?
Let me see. For his career for blocks. 2 a game. So
Are you serious?
yeah.
that's crazy.
No, that's wild as fuck.
Counting the ABA
I guess
too.
it wasn't a bad guess. Well, it was a bad guess because you didn't get it, but you know.
Well, you said the afro. You said a dominant player in the East in the 70s. Who was more dominant in the East in the 70s that had an afro than Julius Irving?
No one.
Exactly.
And
So that's
then
why.
when- I knew on God I was about to guess Artis Gilmore, and then when he said he's not the best player on his team, but
Well, he said
when
he's not
was-
the best player on this team. I thought he said he was the best player on this team.
he wasn't
No,
the best. No,
He wasn't like one of all time.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna guess Wes Unseld for a second after I had
That's a
already
good
thought
guess.
about Artis Gilmore, but
So
then
I
when
have
you
to come up with the
said,
questions next time.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
bad L.
I'm gonna no. Jamari, I'm not gonna lie. Your questions were terrible.
Mine were
Your
good.
questions were
Those-
terrible.
They were hard.
I'm gonna
That's
give
what makes it.
my questions are gonna be like 2000s, bro.
Low key think we should change the format though.
What's the format?
I think we should change. I just think we should make it multiple choice because some of these are so
yeah,
scary.
yeah, we'll do multiple
Yeah, because
choice.
I was thinking
from now on.
about one. I was gonna do who shot what was it? It was either 5 or 7 for 7 for 3 their first game. I was gonna say Lonzo Ball, Zion, or shit like LeBron.
It was
And it
Zion,
obviously
right?
Zion.
Zion didn't shoot 7 for 7 from 3.
It was,
didn't
five,
get
it was
to
like
three.
4 for 4 or 5
It was like 4 for 4.
Yeah, it was one of them. He didn't miss a 3.
But bro, we'll do multiple choice next time, and I'm probably gonna try to do like 2000s, like
That's
early
fair.
2000s though. I'm thinking, but that is good to do like later ones that helps us learn, helps viewers learn. But
Yeah.
I think for the next one, I'm gonna do 2000s for y'all. So that means right now, I've won one. RJ's won one. See if RJ can hold the throne for next pod, man.
You already know what time it is, but let's wrap it up though.
Yeah, all right, guys. Good pod, good discussions. I enjoyed it, and I forgot to say this at the beginning of the pod. Y'all got to remind me from now on at the beginning of the pod. I've got to tell everybody. Make sure y'all follow the socials. We got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and we are on YouTube. Right now, we are only on YouTube, but we will be soon. Hopefully, sooner rather than later. Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We want to be on the audio platforms, but there's a process to that. We'll get to that eventually. But right now, it's going to be mainly YouTube. But the clips, TikTok, Instagram, we got clips as well. We got Twitter. We've got places for content. So, other than that, it's been a good pod. Hey, Trey Ball Podcast episode 2.
Yes, sir.
Episode 3. Who knows what we'll be talking about? But hey, end of the day, it's gonna be fun. Gonna be some good discussions. Anything else y'all want to say before we wrap this up?
Straight.
All right, y'all. Catch y'all later.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.